Okay, I have started. It has begun. So, good morning, class. Motions of the Earth. And today we will take up the question answers and exercises.
Good
Come
morning,
to
ma'am.
page. Good morning. Come to page 136. Check the correct option. The movement of the Earth on its axis is known as rotation. 1A. Number 2. Summer solstice falls on 21st June. 2D. The Earth's axis makes an angle of dash with the orbital plane. Answer is 66.5 degrees. 3A. Number 4. The Earth completes one revolution around the Sun in 365 1/4 days. 4C. Number 5. Days and nights are equal all over the world on 23rd September. 5B. Number 6. Differences in the length of the day and night are caused due to inclined axis. 6A. Coming to the second exercise, fill in the blanks. Can you all see the screen? Can you all see the paper on which we are doing? Is the page visible? Is my page visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am,
Good.
but it is blurred.
Okay. Is it now?
No, ma'am, it is blurred still.
Okay. Can you
Yes,
bring
ma'am,
me to
now
the...
I can see it.
Okay. Now fill in the blanks. Winter solstice falls on, write the answer, 22nd December. December. Number 2. Equinoxes means equal day and night. EQUAL, equal day and night. Number 3. Days and nights are equal on equinoxes. EQUINOXES. Number 4. 21st March marks the beginning of dash in the northern hemisphere. Answer is spring. SPRING. Number 5. Leap year has dash days. 366 days. Number 6. Australia celebrates its Christmas during dash season. Summer season. SUMMER, summer. Come to true and false. Whichever statement will be false, we will correct it also. First one, the southern hemisphere is tilted toward the sun during winter solstice. False. Underline toward and write tilted away from. The answer is away from. Underline toward and instead of toward you will write away from. Number 2, seasons are caused due to rotation. Write there false. Underline rotation and write here revolution. 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 Number 3. A leap year observes 366 days. True. The answer is true. Who has kept the mic open? One of you please check and tell me the name of the child who has kept the mic open. Number 4. 21st March is called the Autumn Equinox. Who is the one? Underline false. Underline or spring or SPRING, spring or vernal, VERNAL, vernal equinox. So the correct answer is 21st March is called the spring or vernal equinox. Number 5. When it is summer in Australia and South Africa, it is winter in India. True. Now coming on to the exercise 4. Give answers in one word or in one sentence. Name the two motions of the earth. First question. Answer. revolution. Number 2, what do you mean by revolution?
Ma'am, what is the answer?
If you have missed out, please do not disturb because it is getting recorded. You can see it later. Coming to the next one. What do you mean by revolution? Answer: the earth moves around the sun once in 65 1/4 days, which is known as revolution. Has kept the mic open. Thank you. Next. I repeat, 4-2. What do you mean by revolution? Answer: the earth moves around the sun once in 365 1/4 days, which is known as revolution. 4-3. At what angle is the axis inclined to the Earth's orbital plane? Answer: the axis of the Earth is inclined at an angle of 66.5 degrees to the Earth's orbital plane. I repeat, the axis of the Earth is inclined at an angle of 66.5 degrees to the Earth's orbital plane. Next, 4-4. What do you mean by the word solstice? Answer: sun standing still or reaching the highest point. I repeat, what do you mean by the word solstice? Answer is sun standing still or reaching the highest point means solstice. Question number 4-5. When does the sun shine vertically on the equator? Answer: on equinoxes, that is March 21st and September 23rd, the sun shines vertically on the equator. I repeat, on equinoxes, that is March 21st and September 23rd, the sun shines vertically on the equator. Question number 4-6. What is dawn? Answer: dawn is the diffused light before sunrise. I repeat, dawn is the diffused sunlight. Who's this who's talking in between? Who's the one who's talking? Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what
Ma'am,
is dawn?
Avika's mic is on.
Avika, please close your mic or I'll throw you out. Dawn is the diffused light before sunrise. Coming on to question number 5. Answer the following questions in short. 5-1. What do you mean by the circle of illumination? Page 131. Come to this page. Mark the answer. Due to the spherical shape of the earth, only half of it gets light from the sun at a time. The portion facing the
Ma'am, you.
Ma'am, your voice is not coming.
Ma'am, your voice is coming.
It's not coming, or is it coming?
Not coming, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
it is coming.
Actually, somebody called in between, and that is why the call has gone on hold. Chalo, now it will come. Is it now coming? Is it now
Yes, ma'am.
coming?
Ma'am, it is coming.
Okay, listen carefully. Even if you are able to listen lightly, then also listen. This is your answer, 5-1. Coming to 5-2. Please switch off your mic. Otherwise, I will stop the call right here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you, but ma'am, someone's mic is on.
Check the person whose mic is on and let me know the name. Please tell out the name, it is getting recorded. I'm going to tell father. Now come on to question 5-2. When do we observe a leap year? Right, page 132, 133. Open. Mark from here. We consider a year as consisting of 365 days only and ignore 6 hours for the sake of convenience. The balance of about 6 hours is computed to form one extra day after every 4 years. This surplus day is added to the month of February. Thus, in every 4th year, one day is added to the month of February, and instead of 28 days, it becomes 29 days. Such a year with 366 days is called a leap year. This is your answer, 5-2. Marked. Come to 5-3. How are days and nights formed? Page 131. Every morning, we notice that the sun appears to rise in the east, travels across the sky during the day, and finally sets in the west in the evening. This is due to the rotation of the earth. The earth takes about 24 hours to complete one rotation around this axis, around its axis. The period of rotation is known as the Earth day. This is your answer, 5-3. Coming on to 5-4. Give any 3 effects of rotation. Page 131. You will write effects of rotation, and then you write the second point, the third point, and the fourth point. I repeat, effects of rotation. You will not write the first point. You will write the second point. It affects the direction of winds and movements of water in the oceans. Number 2, most importantly, it gives us phenomena of day and night. Number 4, it gives us periods of heat and light as well as darkness. This is your answer, 5-4. Coming on to answer 5-5. Give the importance of inclination of the Earth's axis. Page 132. This whole paragraph is your answer. I will read it out. The inclination of the Earth's axis has important consequences. Because of its inclination, each of the poles is presented alternately to the direct rays of the sun which causes differences in the length of day and night over the globe. When it is summer in the northern hemisphere, the North Pole is tilted towards the sun. It means the larger part of the northern hemisphere receives sunlight, which results in longer days and shorter nights in the northern hemisphere. It is reversed in the southern hemisphere during this time. 5-5. Coming on to 5-6. Why is there no season on equator? Answer: the equator gets the direct rays of the sun throughout the year, and so it is hot at the equator and no seasonal changes are seen. I repeat, the equator gets the direct rays of the sun throughout the year, and so it is hot at the equator and no seasonal changes are seen. Coming on to 6.1. Give a description of summer solstice. Page 134. Answer: you will write summer solstice, you'll write June 21st, then you'll write when the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. From here, the sun rays fall on the Tropic of Cancer at the right angle or vertically to the Earth's surface. This means that the northern hemisphere receives more heat for a longer period of time. Thus, as a result, it is summer in this hemisphere. The sun also reaches at the highest point, and on June 21st, it shines vertically over the Tropic of Cancer, which is called summer solstice. This is your answer 6.1. Coming to 6.2. Describe equinoxes. Page 134, 135. You will write equinoxes. You write 21st March, 23rd September. After that, you write on 21st March and 23rd September, the days are nearly equal to the nights all over the world. On these days, the sun shines vertically overhead at noon at the equator. The 21st March marks the beginning of spring in the northern hemisphere. Hence, it is known as the spring or vernal equinox, and the 23rd September is known as the autumnal equinox. At this time, the circle of illumination passes through both the poles and consequently cuts all the Earth's parallels exactly in half. After that, leave a line, thus makes the days and night equal all over the world. This is your answer 6.2. Coming to 6.3, what factors are responsible for changes in season? Page 133. The seasons. Seasons are the divisions of the year according to regular or constant changes in the weather. They occur as the course of annual cycle. Following are the two factors which give rise to seasons. Number one, the inclination of the Earth's axis. Number two, the revolution of the Earth around the sun with its axis inclined. This is your 6.3. Coming to 6.4. Why are days longer than nights during the summer solstice? Right here, same as 6.1. Same as 6.1. Question number 6.5. What are the effects of revolution? Page 133. Come to effects of a revolution, you write this heading, then first, second, and third point. First point, it determines the primary distribution of solar energy over the earth. Number two, it results in the varying length of day and night at different times of the year. Number 3, most importantly, it results in the changes of the seasons. This is your 6, 5. Coming to 7, 1, rotation and revolution. For this, you will come onto the screen here. Can you all see the screen? Can you all see the screen? Okay, so what you're supposed to do is rotation and revolution. Read out the first point for rotation. The movement of the earth on its axis is called rotation. First point. Then moving to the revolution, first point. The movement of the earth around the sun is called revolution. Second point. The earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. Second point, the earth takes 365 1/4 days to complete one revolution. Third point for rotation, rotation is also known as the daily motion of the earth. Third point for revolution, revolution is also known as the annual motion of the earth. Fourth point for rotation, it gives the concept of day and night. Fourth point for revolution, it gives the concept of year and causes seasons. Now this is the way you will be writing this answer completely. You will draw a line in the center and you will do it accordingly. Now coming on to the next heading, that is question number 7.2. This I will do in the copy in the book just now. Come to 7.3. Perihelion and aphelion. Leave this two, I will do it just now. Perihelion and aphelion. Please look up here. Perihelion and aphelion. Now for perihelion, you write when the distance between the sun and the earth is minimum, it is called perihelion. And the distance is about 147 million kilometers. For aphelion, you will write, during aphelion, the earth is farthest, F-A-R-T-H-E-S-T, farthest from the sun, and then the distance between them is 152 million kilometers. This is your perihelion and aphelion. Now we will come on to the point we have left, distinguished between summer solstice and winter solstice. Please write page 130. Come here. Can you hear me? You will divide the page into two. You will divide the page into two. Summer solstice side, you will write this answer, 6-1. Winter solstice side, you will write from here. The winter solstice happens because of the earth does not spin upright, but an angle, but on an axis 23.5 degrees from vertical. On 22nd December, the southern hemisphere receives the direct rays of the sun, while the northern hemisphere receives slanting rays of the sun. Due to the slanting rays, the days are shorter and nights are longer over the northern hemisphere, which means that it receives less heat for a shorter period of time. As a result, it is winter in this hemisphere. On 22nd December, the sun shines vertically over the Tropic of Capricorn, and reaches on the highest point in the southern hemisphere. This is known as winter solstice. Did you get it? The point here, 6-1, is your answer to be written on this side for summer solstice. For winter solstice, this is your answer. Did you get it? Open your mic and tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So please somebody stop the recording. What I will do is I will correct your geography copies first so that you get time to do your geography work. Okay. And then those who